Hi, we're going back on tour.
That's right. Rush is back on tour. I remember just a few months ago, I put out a video asking people, R50 anybody? And not a whole lot of people got real excited. I don't think you believed back then. But Rush is going back on tour, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think that means and what I think is happening for the now and in the future. But for right now, I'm just very, very excited for all you millions of new fans that have just discovered Rush within the last 10 years. You have a chance to see the greatest live band in the history of the world play their music.
I've discovered this in the last year.
What do you mean by that?
Well,
We're being coy. Listen, something I want to talk to you about.
okay. Yeah.
You've been coming over to my house, and we've been coming down into the studio
Right.
for years.
Years.
We wrote so many songs in here. You slept on that couch.
Memories.
And after 2015, there was a very quiet
Yeah.
and a sad period for us. And when I think back to us doing the tribute concerts for Taylor Hawkins, we went out on stage and played our songs, first time in a long time. There was a special feeling attached to that, bittersweet,
Yeah.
because of obvious reasons. When we started jamming again down here, it was like a continuation of that moment. The more we played our old songs for fun,
Yeah.
the more fun it became.
Yes, exactly.
And I was surprised because you were getting even more excited
Yeah.
than I was.
Yeah. I love playing them. I just love playing our songs again.
And so that's put us in this terrible situation where we have to announce that we've made a decision to go back on tour.
I know that Neil Peart is no longer with us, but like an old Indian saying, life is for the living. We're living. I want to enjoy Rush's music for as long as I possibly can.
Yeah. One of the cool things about how this is progressing, all the songs we're putting together, I know 35 songs or so far for a set that's going to be, I don't know, around a couple of hours, is the fact that we're going to cover a lot of things and change it up night to night, but we'll always have a part of the show that's a tribute to Neil and his memory of him and everything that he was to us. And it's going to be beautiful to be able to celebrate him.
But the biggest question is, the obvious question is, how do we replace someone who's irreplaceable? And I had heard from Scully, my bass tech, who had been on tour with Jeff Beck, and he had been working with this drummer named Annika Niles. And he mentioned that how impressive she was, how talented and musical she was, and powerful. And I think you and I playing with her started to put a charge in us when we heard our song coming back to life. And it was only once we had those successful rehearsal sessions with her that made me feel like, yes, we can do this and we can do justice to this. And this is going to be fun.
Well, I felt exactly the same.
Now, I just wanted to welcome Annika Hillis into the Rush lore. And it's kind of funny because nobody seems to know how to pronounce her last name. Is it Hillis? Is it Hiles? That's par for the course for a Rush drummer. And then there's one little thing that a small percentage of people are asking, should Rush be doing this? And if so, should they be using the name Rush? And to the answer to both of those, yes, Rush should be doing this. And yes, they should be called Rush. Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson are Rush. They always have been, and they always will be. And Neil Peart was a great addition to the band, and he's a mentor for me, for a life mentor. I love him to death. I love his lyrics. I love his drumming. He's the greatest drummer in the world. But in order for Rush to go back on tour and possibly make another album, they got to have another drummer. And I'm excited to see what Annika can do. And I'm looking forward to the concert in Fort Worth. And I just think that this is an opportunity of a lifetime for a lot of people who thought they had missed out. So, you're not going to get to see Neil play drums live. But who knows where this is going to take the band Rush. You know, I thought my Rush journey was over, and to my happy surprise, we have an extra leg to the trip. Now, I think that this tour is a chemistry building tour, and getting to know Annika and playing together live, there's no substitute for that. You can't create what we need to create musically just sitting in a studio. And so I think it's a building chemistry tour, and if everything goes well, I know Geddy and Alex have been writing material for the last 2 years. I think they're pretty close to an album, and I think that after this tour, they're going to go into the studio and produce another album. And that's always good news. Well, for all you new fans, do whatever you can to see Rush live. And it's going to be a little bit different experience, but I believe the music, the sound that you're going to hear at this concert, like no other sound, I think that'll still be there.
There's one other decision that is coming. I love the idea of being able to wander over to you, wander over to the drummer, and just be a bass player. So I think we will find ourselves adding to the band maybe a keyboard player. What do you think of an idea like that?
I think it's great. I think having a little time together at the front of the stage will be a lot of
It'd
fun.
be great. I think for songs like Tom Sawyer, et cetera, it's going to be important that I play those signature keyboard parts.
It will be very liberating for you, and we can start working on the dance routines that we wanted to do for so long. So it's amazing. This is going to be great. Just give me a hug.
Somebody get this guy out of here.
That's going to be great.
Well, thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out the original Rushman show right here on YouTube. I got a new video coming out real soon.